Hi, everyone. Okay, this is a chat that I wanted to do, and it was in class, and I've just left it. And it is about somebody. It's an Australian. His name is John Ritchie. So it's an Australian who actually intervened in so many suicide attempts, like hundreds, not just a few. And he did pass away in 2012. He also got the Australian of the Year, things like that. It's kind of like this man had no boundaries. And the picture that I've got actually there, I'm going to take it away in a minute anyway. That's where people used to climb this. It's supposed to be an unclimbable fence, and they used to climb there and then jump off. All right. It's a beautiful place, but it's a very sad place as well. And um, it's the south head where the entrance to the harbour is, Sydney Harbour is. Okay, and so he actually lived just across the road from that. It's like you just cross the road and there's his house, and he was there for about 40 whatever years. So I've kind of pinpointed the time this all started to happen. And he basically did more than fulfill his life. He was in the army, I think, or the navy. It was one of those. During the day, he was a life insurance salesman. Then at night, he would sit and just watch the beautiful view that he had. And that's where he would see people climbing the fence. And then he would run out there, try to talk to them and ask them if they would like to come back for a cup of hot chocolate. All right. So very, very amazing man. They did name that strip, calling it Don Ritchie Grove. Um, and in 2017, Pink and Kelly Clarkson actually sang a song to open the American Music Awards in honor of the first responders and the emergency workers. And in 2010, Bon Jovi, Mariah Carey, Miley Cyrus, and a few others actually sang a rendition of the song to helping Haiti. All right, and the band is called REM, which I'm going to put the link to. I'm not doing REM, I'm doing Don Ritchie. But REM is one of I growing up. REM was it for me. One of and that song. If you have anybody that is, just not feeling a bit of anything, you should actually send them this song, and I'm going to put it in the link because uh, the song that these guys have. I was going to do their chat, but I didn't. It was to prevent people from taking their own lives in 2003, if I've got that right. Anyway, it was aimed at teenagers, but it worked for most ages. And so they did go through a lot of, so they did go through a lot of, it went through not just from teenagers, it went through all the way to elderly people as well. Okay, so this is the guy, Don Ritchie. I'm going to take that away, that fence, and I'm going to bring his chart because sometimes you've got to see it the way that it is. All right, so he is Yin Earth. Now, Yin Earth is very, very fertile. It is the nurse, the doctor, the emergency worker, the social worker, the mum, the father, the it's all of that, and that's how caring Yin Earth is. Now, if you have a look, he sits on fire, and he has fire and fire. So if you look at this in total, this is wood feeds the fire, wood feeds the fire, wood feeds the fire, wood feeds the fire, fire, and all these fires then feed this earth. So there's one, two, three ticks in fire, two in wood. The wood feeds the fire to feed him. And then he's just got to show what he's capable of because metal becomes his talents, his skills, and all of that. Okay. So I believe he started this sitting there when, he must have just come back, etc., from serving, it's all that sort of stuff. And he came into a cycle from 40 to 50 years. That cycle is Earth on Earth. The beautiful thing about this cycle is he has a horse here, he has a tiger here, and this Earth. These three together bring three animals together in harmony. It's like soulmates, three soulmates these animals bring together when he turned 40, and it makes more fire. And that fire is the ideas and his thinking, and it's quick so that he can go out there and say what he has to say. The beauty of this also is that in his own chart, he has what we call the star of virtue. So that star of virtue has charisma. It's also how do I put it? It's easier to put for students, but not for you guys. There's a star shining over his head, and he has been called actually the angel of the gap because he's saved hundreds of lives. Okay. There's no count of how many, but he has in that way. And it also, the star of virtue that he does have, it is this fire again. So fire is connected, all right? So he's got 1, 2, 3 fires. It's very strong fire because the wood is actually feeding that. So to me is this guy would have felt something, the horrible butterflies in your tummy that always gives you a warning, but we don't pay attention. He has virtue. He's that kind of thing. So he would have been creative in what he had to say to different people, and he saved a lot of people's lives. And so, he would go during the day, he would save lives as in his life insurance job, and at night he did that at the Gap. He passed away, and he passed away in 2012. This is so beautiful. Not that it's beautiful that he passed away. You know what I'm talking about, elementally. And so with this earth, on the day he actually passed away, this wood and this earth are, we call that soulmates, and it makes more earth. So it makes more of the day he passes away, it makes more earth, which is like people gathering, people, grateful, that kind of thing. And it sits on the dog. And that dog is exactly the same dog when he started this in 40s. And so it's like, I like to think that, that angel, it's time for this angel to go back because it's needed in heaven more than it's needed down here. All right. And I'm talking about this because in class we were talking about mental health, and somebody brought up a young lady who had taken her life, a very young girl. And then this person came up also in the talk, and it was he had saved so many lives, and he's Australian. So one man did that. I challenge you to save or be, just be proactive about. I'm the kind of person that just gets up and thinks, all right, what am I going to do today? What can I do today? I really am that way inclined. All right. So, if someone sent me in, I don't know if I need something and if I need to wear something. So yeah, so I'll sit there and answer emails for a while, but if I have 10 or if I have so many emails that are the same, I will answer them in a post like this. So for those of you that are worried, etc., I'm happy for you to send me your birth date to help you. And yeah, I do this for nothing. But it's if I can help you, I will help you. But please don't take advantage of it. All right. So hopefully you can see how when a person actually fulfills what they're here for, and he just did it over a cup of hot chocolate, and he saved so many people's lives. For me, the song, REM's song, is basically the best thing you can send somebody if they are feeling that way. All right. I will put it in the link. All right. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you.